One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Gun. 20. 11. Mike's 54.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Hey, 4 down.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. Julian Edelman. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
4 down. Get up. Hey, I need one over.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. On! Space. Watch the slant. 12.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throw offside complete. It's great. End zone, touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. 3-19!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Over! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
On second down, here's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to throw now on first down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a give to Barkley, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Look at the drill. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things
21.
there.
11.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard. 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Hey, Tuesday. Four down. Check. Four down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing right when that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Hey, guys, check me out. You got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Gun. Hey, check two. Safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Adams. And that one falls in condition there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. We'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Nice hit, boy. Hey, let's go. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Out.
From midfield now. It's complete to Graham. This is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And a short gain down to about the 33. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hey, white. Right. Get up.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Gun. 54, south.
They'll run him in out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. Always headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
22! Get up!
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And has it complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Ryan with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
He'll drop the throw. Oh, is Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Over.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Running left, it's Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The they're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's going to nail it. It's Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This is Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Leopard! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Easy safety valve here. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a terrific return there near the 11-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
11.
McKinnon, and they go the wrong going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Get up! Wait! Wait!
Third down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession. Coach will just want to lead that I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Four down. 21. Check 9.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. Get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get him to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against him.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want to go on it.
That's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he... reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Where's 52?
On the run, it's Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. In need of a 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, it's Barkley. They'll get this one down to about the 17. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Gano for the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They will take this up past the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action with Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, let's
The
go.
Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4.
Tight end's right. 21. We got three, fellas. We got 3. On. Hey, South. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Gun. Hey, Tuesday. Check. Hey, gun. 89. Watch 89.
Now Ryan on first down. And that's incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Let's go.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Tight end right. 11. Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Get up.
Play action. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Mike's by 4. Right. Ricky. Hey, Rick Lance.
Gotta try it here, and he's back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 12 on fourth and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Let's go. Hey, watch 28. I got trips this side. We got three. We got three.
Hey, express, express. What is that?
They'll run it now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Wait.
57's Mike. Mike,
Right.
here we go.
Go. Everybody's done.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Watch two.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now. Out we go. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
There we go. Left.
Watch two.
Right.
We got trip. We got three.
Ready. Blue 80. Get out.
He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Hey, Tuesday. 54, South.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Let's go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
11.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Here we go.
Everybody's done.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time.
Detroit!
They know what they want to
Detroit!
get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
No. Me.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Detroit! Detroit!
Wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Shelling through the defense. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Knocked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Hey, boys, got four down.
John, ready, back 25!
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
On the conference championship, for Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.